Shalom, Kahala Yahweh, Bashim Yahshai, Bashim Kokradash. Double honors my teachers, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the elect. And Shalom to the 130 Yasharallah, who today are known as the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who before losing our true heritage, we were known as, and still are, the true Hebrew Israelites of the Holy Bible. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about some judgment that the Lord has put out against some of these witches of Babylon. And namely, on this witch you see here named Celine Dion. And I know what you're thinking. Celine Dion? I was shocked too. But, you know, when you come into this truth, you start realizing that if you're a celebrity and, you know, in the upper echelons, right, your name's a household name, you have done something. You would have to have done something to get up there. In this case, with Celine Dion, it seems that her wickedness is being manifested towards the end of her career. But let's go and read this before we get into what's going on with her. This is Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Now, if you haven't noticed what's been going on with Celine Dion, she's basically been canceling her singing tours for the last year or two, right? For medical reasons and whatnot. And for the most part, she's now come out to say that her career, for the most part, is over. And that's because she's been, let's read this. It says, Celine Dion reveals diagnosis with rare neurological disease called stiff person syndrome. Let's watch.
On Thursday morning, Celine Dion revealed that she's been diagnosed with stiff person syndrome, a rare and incurable neurological disease that can cause debilitating muscle spasms.
I've been dealing with problems with my health for a long time. And it's been really difficult for me to face these challenges and to talk about everything that I've been going through.
In a tearful video posted on her Instagram account, the Canadian singer said that her condition would force her to postpone and cancel a series of her upcoming concert dates.
It hurts me to tell you today. This means I won't be ready to restart my tour in Europe in February.
Dion also explained that the disease affects about 1 in a million people, and while she's still learning about the condition, she now knows that it is what has been causing the spasms that she has been having, which Dion says has been affecting every aspect of her daily life.
Sometimes causing difficulties when I walk and not allowing me to use my vocal cords to sing the way I'm used to.
Because of her condition, Dion's spring 2023 concerts have been rescheduled to 2024, while 8 of her summer 2023 shows, previously scheduled from May 31st to July 17th, 2023, have been canceled altogether. But the 5-time Grammy winner said that she is not giving up on being able to perform again.
All I know is singing. It's what I've done all my life. And it's what I love to do the most.
This is 2 Corinthians 11 and 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. This is one of the videos that she's recently come out with that shows Celine Dion's true colors. You see, she started a gender-neutral children's clothing line called Celine Nunu, which is basically tied together with a Israeli child's clothing company called Nunu. And when you look at the owners of this Israeli clothing line, they're basically two lesbian witches and stuff, right? But let's watch this commercial.
Our children, they are not really our children.
as we are all just links in a never-ending chain that is life. For us, they are everything. But in reality, we are only a fraction of their universe. We miss the past. They dream of tomorrow. We may thrust them forward into the future, but the course will always be theirs to choose. I can't believe they called security. I mean, oh, come on, I'm Celine Dion. I'm not spending the night in jail. Holy shit.
Guys, relax, easy. I'm Celine Dion.
Yeah, girl, and I'm Beyonce.
I'm calling my...
So you can see, just like always, they're not funny at all, right? In their attempts to try to pass these off as comedy, right? The things that they're doing. But as you can see here, this clothing line, besides it pushing for that third gender, right? It's very demonic. Right? Here's just some of the earlier marketing photos that it had before it pulled them because of the public backlash. Right? Basically kids with skull images, as you've seen, images with the words "New Order," right? The quiet sound, right? The inverted pentagrams. Notice all the stars are inverted, right? More stars here, skulls. So you see, Celine Dion, for the most part, and for whatever reason, more likely it's because she wanted to restart her career, agreed to be part of, this system, this Babylonian witchcraft magical system. I'm sure she's done things in the past, right, which got her to her fame, right? One thing that she was known for is that she ended up marrying her agent or her manager, who was like 26 years older than her, right? That they apparently had inappropriate relationship when she was younger and stuff, which, like I said again, you got to understand that these celebrities, to get into Esau's, celebrity system, and when I say Esau, I'm talking about these Edomites, which is the true biblical name for the so-called Caucasian and so-called Jewish race's name, right? To get into that system, you have to sell your soul, right? And in doing so, you make contracts to either do things for people or to be involved in certain things. Now, over time, these contracts will change, because people will want something more. And what we're seeing here with this gender-neutral child's line is more than likely simply just a new contract that she made to be part of this, to put her name on this clothing line, to give it an air of legitimacy, right? This is why do you think in that commercial, she was pushing that unfunny line, like, I'm Celine Dion, like if it fucking means something, right? This lady's claim to fame was a song on a movie, Titanic, which is over like 30 years old now, right? Yeah, I guess she sings some good songs, but that's in the past. But again, the Lord is visiting her, and as you heard her say it herself, out of her own mouth, that it's affecting her vocal cords. So again, why is that? Well, let's go and read this real quick. This is Wisdom of Solomon 17:7. As for the illusions of art and magic, they were put down, and their vaunting in wisdom was reproved with disgrace. Right? So you see all this magic, and I covered this last week when on my live camp video, talking about how the Lord now is starting to afflict Babylon the Great by destroying its ability to use magic, right? And this goes for all the celebrities out there who use this art and magic to, you know, push their agenda, to basically push their fame, right? This is why you're starting to see what's another recent example? You had a DJ Khaled, that freaking lame ass Ishmaelite who basically rides the back of Jake, right? He recently got some mad shade thrown at him by Sizzla, that one Jamaican reggae singer, I believe he sings, right? He basically burnt his award that he got from DJ Khaled, man, and now DJ Khaled's getting a backlash because he didn't give Sizzla enough actual credit for what he did. But again, that's DJ Khaled, right? He basically rides off the backs of true talent, and that guy there is just collecting the money. And why is that? Because this is, you know, the heathen's kingdom, right? Jake isn't going to prosper in this iteration of society, man, of this society, because it belongs to Edom and these other nations, right? Now, ultimately, Celine Dion's major, problem here is that she was trying to create that neutral, or the gender neutral, clothing line, right? Pushing that folly upon, the people of Babylon, right? And around the world for the matter, right? Now that commercial we just seen, right, where it shows her basically opening up her bag and fucking sprinkle black dust onto these, babies wearing blue and pink, and it turns them into little black demons and shit, man. Making the basically converting these children to demons, right? Which is an occult, spiritual message. Okay, but what did the Lord say, man? That that these devils can't make a third gender, because why? Well, let's read this. This is Genesis 5:12, or 5:2, excuse me. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam, in the day when they were created. Okay, so Celine Dion, she's now getting her reward for trying to go up against the Lord, right? Because she chose a bad time to stick to that wickedness, man. This is Isaiah 28:15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehoods have we hid ourselves. And that's ultimately what Celine Dion and all these other celebrities are banking on, man. That they'll be able to continue to, do the wickedness that got them the original fame, right? To do all these different, morality questioning stunts, right? And think that they're gonna be, praised, showered with praise, and not have to pay, for what they're doing, right? But what does the Lord say? Let's jump down to verse 18. This is exactly what's happening right now to Celine Dion. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand when the overflowing scourge shall pass through. Then ye shall be trodden down by it. And that's exactly what's happening right now to her. She's being trodden down by the judgment that the Lord is pushing out through America, right? Babylon the Great, and the world for that matter, right? And we're going to start seeing more and more of this, right? As these prophecies continue to roll out, Akim, you're going to start seeing celebrities get more judgment. You're going to start seeing more celebrities, people of renown being, basically suddenly dying, right? Because, they took that potion, right? You're also going to see other ones just, some bad luck is going to happen to them, right? But we know what that bad luck really is. It's them being cursed by the Lord, by, being trodden down by the overflowing scourge that's coming through Babylon the Great, because we are literally living through the downfall of Esau's kingdom, okay? So I just wanted to share that off. I wanted to show that these witches, man, they're starting to get there. They're comeuppance and shit, okay? and kahalaya Bashim Yashai for this, man. There's only going to be more judgment going out against these, high-level wicked demons and shit, man. Because again, they thought they could get away with this, but now they're realizing that, they're coming up against the true power. Well, till the next time, Akim, I want to give all honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Rukah Bardash. Double honors my teachers, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the elect. Shalom.